Hi everybody, it's Robin with Uniquelyrobins. We're going to do the second part of our journal today. I have inked all my actual envelopes in here, and I did check on the swap. It's 4 envelopes and 2 pockets. I couldn't remember which one it was. So we have plenty of envelopes because we have used, I think, 8 or 9. So we have plenty. Now I did go through and I took an old priority mail envelope that I had. They're really, really sturdy. So if you get these in the mail with anything, make sure you save those because they come in really handy. And I put a piece down through the middle here on the inside and the outside. So when I go to stitch this together, it will be plenty strong because I don't want anything falling out or anything like that. So it should be plenty strong for us. Okay, it goes this way. So we're going to start today, and we're going to start putting paper on. I think the girl that was wanting hers to come in must have come in because I didn't hear back from her. So I'm hoping that that is the case. Otherwise, of course, it's on video, so she can watch it when she gets it in. And I'm not sure about the other one who was looking for hers. Hopefully she found hers, because I think she wanted to craft along with us. So, I got that down. I did cut all the pieces out that came with the paper pack. So we have all this goodies to play with. And today we're going to start putting the paper on. So I think we're going to, do I want to start with the outside? Yeah, we're going to start with the outside, I do believe. Let's find us a good piece that'll look nice on the outside. And I'll think about that. Oh, this one I think looks like a cover, doesn't it? Up a little bit so we get that flower in there. We're not going to get the butterfly too though unless we come over. Maybe we'll just get part of the flower. It is going to waste a little bit of paper trying to center this, but I really want this whole on the front of the cover. So I'm going to, and it's really not wasting it because we'll use it for something, a belly band or something like that. And I think we're going to use this piece here for the spine. And then we'll find us a nice piece for the back. Trying to see how far over I need to go. Thinking right about there. So let's cut that first. Where'd my line go? Does anybody else have as much problem finding their marks as I do? I thought I made it plenty dark enough. I know you guys probably see it, don't you? Alright, well, let's see it again. I should have been right in there. Oh, I see it now. I see it now. Make it just a tiny bit darker for my blind old eyes to see it. Alright, I'm going to move this out of my way so it's not hindering me. Let's see. There we go. See, and that's plenty wide enough for a belly band or something, so we're not going to actually waste it. It seems like we are, but we're not. Alright. Now, let's see about this direction. I'm just going to come over a little bit. I don't want a whole lot hanging. I'm going to say about there. We'll cut that next. Oh my goodness. Oh, there it is. It's like I can't find it again. I think I need to take a trip to the eye doctor. I'm blind as a bat. Okay. Now this piece here, like I said, I do want to use for the spine, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that off. And then we have another piece we could use for a belly band, or we could make some small tags out of that. So we're not actually wasting it. That's good. I don't like to waste any more than I have to. I know you always have some waste. Okay, I want to make sure my butterfly's on there. And I think this might be enough on both sides for a little pocket or a tuck spot, so we won't be wasting that either. So keep your scraps. Really snippets you can make with them if nothing else, but that looks like it might be a decent size for a little tuck pocket or something. Alright, I just cut my other mark off, maybe. Let's make sure. Double check before I cut this off. Okay, there it is. Seriously, I just saw it. There it is. Goodness me. Sometimes you just gotta laugh. See, and that'd be a nice tuck spot. It's plenty long enough to make a little pocket or something. Maybe a double pocket, a piece of a double pocket. All right, so this is going to be our cover. I like that. I could have made it just a hair bit bigger, but that's not too bad. I hope you can't hear that. My husband's talking to his mom at the home. I do want to ink this before I put it on. Hope everybody's having a great day. I was watching some YouTube channels this morning, and I'll tell you, there is some fabulous stuff going on out there. On our group, if you're not a part of our group, we have where we support each other by subscribing to each other's YouTube channels. And I know some people will watch it first and then subscribe, but I just go through and subscribe, and then that gives me a bunch of stuff to watch one day when I don't have anything to do, or I'm crafting or something. I like to watch them when I'm crafting. And I was watching some of them this morning, and some of those stuff out there is just absolutely gorgeous. So if you're not part of the group, come join us. If you have a YouTube channel, we have a spot for you to put your YouTube channel so people can subscribe to you. And you can subscribe back, or if you just want to come and you don't have a YouTube channel, or you just want to come and support everybody else, that's wonderful too. We all very much appreciate everyone who subscribes and their support. Alright, let's see if I can get this straight. I want to put this down before I put my spine piece on. I know if I could lay this flat, it would be easier, but since I put that stuff on there, which I needed to do before I put this down, and I kind of tacked it together just a little bit so it's not moving around on me while I'm working on it. It's easier for me that way, but you don't have to do it that way. It's just so much easier for me to work on something if it's not sliding all over the place on me. I'm just gonna add a little more ink to the side of this because I don't want that stark like white to show. And that I'm not gonna worry about because we're gonna have that's gonna be covered with our spine piece. Okay, so there's our front, and we'll decorate that all up later. Now let's see what we want on. I think just something plain on the back would be nice. I know this all comes together, but And it's probably just me because I'm not really a green person. I don't really like green that well. So nothing green ever looks very good to me. I don't know why. It's just a personal thing, I guess. Alright, we're going to use this one. I think it'll look really nice. Try to get it even with the front. I'm going to try to get it even with the front. Okay, we're going to put my little pocket. I don't want to tear my little pocket in there. Okay. Now. Oh my goodness. I don't know why I have such a hard time seeing marks, but I do. There it is. There's one. Save that for stuff inside, or one of the little envelopes. Is that my mark? Yep. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll look nice on the back. Make sure, yeah, it's got birds sewn. Make sure I get it the right side up. I do want to ink the edges. I know a lot of people don't like to watch it ink because sometimes it takes a long time. So I tried to do as much as I could before we started today. Too. Yeah, I like the other side better. I still think this looks like kitchen tile. It is pretty though. Try to get plenty of glue so it sticks good. Okay. Here we go. Try to get it even. I don't know about you guys, that's the thing I have the hardest trouble with, is getting it even and straight. At least as straight as possible. Okay. I just love how that ink makes it look so old and weathered looking. I know not everybody likes that style. Some people like it very, very clean. And I used to be that way, but I really like this vintage ink. I really like how that makes it look. But I had a hard time grunging stuff up because I always just thought, well, it should look as precise as possible, which is not always an easy thing for me. Oh, I don't know even why I worried about that, because we're putting this on there. Now, I just want to see, do I want this on the front? Yeah, I think I do. Want it. Yeah, I think that will look very nice on the front there. Do we need it that far over? Probably not. We could cut that down a little bit. Move it up so I can see where we're at. Let's put this a little closer. Trying not to cover my little butterfly there, but so if we got that much distance, I'm gonna go over to there anyway. It's probably a little bigger on the back than the front, but that's okay. I don't mind that as long as it's taken care of. But I do like that straight piece there on the front. Now let's see how long we want want it to be? I want it to be even with these, so about right there. Oops, there go my ego. Okay. My grandson's staying with us this week. I don't know if I told you. He wants me to make him a cookbook. So when him and his dad make dinner on the weekends, he'll have a cookbook to write things in. And I have a couple of things I make that he wants the recipes for. He's 8. And I told him Thursday we would do that. We would work on his cookbook. He's already picked his paper out and everything. So we're going to make him a little cookbook. Okay. We could put lace on there too, and we still may. You never know. We get to decorating the outside of it after we get all the inside done. Never know what we might end up doing. There are so many different ways to make these envelope journals. I had one of the girls ask me if she could make like gosh, I can't think straight now. A stacked envelope journal. And it's like, yeah, that would be good. I told him, you know, do it your own style, because we could see that way the different ways that people can do it, and hopefully we'll have several different people doing different kinds, because not everybody does the same things. Okay, I'm just going to give that a minute to dry before I try to fold that. I'm debating, do I want to start on the inside or the outside? I guess it really doesn't matter, does it? It's just not stuck in there all the way. I only have this tacked just a little bit at the top, so it won't move around on me. So the bottom is still loose. So that's why these papers look so odd. Okay, I'm just going to gently fold this so we get a nice fold in there. And now I can burnish that down. But yeah, I think it's going to look cute when we get done. I might put some corner pieces on, I'm not sure. Normally I round the corners, but I didn't on this one, so I might put some little, I have some little metal corner pieces we might put on there. Just so it doesn't get torn up on the edges. Alright, I think we're going to start from here, and we have a pocket up here. So that's one thing we could use a piece of that scrap for, is that pocket up there. And I think I'm going to use this for the inside. Oh, please don't start coughing. Yeah, I think we are. And on the inside piece where everything's connecting and your envelopes are different colors, I am going to go right up against it on there, but leave my space around the rest. So, mark it there. Yeah, that'll look nice. Okay. So put this in there. Oh, I forgot to ink it. It's okay. You can ink it afterward. It's just easier. Oh, cover up that little butterfly. It's just easier to do it before you glue it down. But it can be done afterwards. It's not that big of a deal. You just have to be a little more careful afterward, I think, anyway. There's several, like I said, several ways to do these, so This is just one of my ways. How I'm doing this one, put it that way. How about that? Okay. Now we did have a thumb pull up here, so I'm going to just redo that on that paper. Probably should have, trying to make it the same size. I probably should have cut it out before I glued it on so that it would be, the white would be there too, but it's not that big a deal. And I'm wondering if this is big enough to put in here. Come on, let me cut a piece off. That'll make it easier. Because it doesn't have to go all the way across. I mean, usually I do it all the way across because it looks nicer, but I just want to make sure that that white isn't showing there. Now you could just ink that. If you'd rather, you could just ink this part. So then it would go all the way down, but you see what I mean? And then it'll just look like that, which we may just do that. Yeah, we'll think about it. We might come back and put a piece in there, but we'll think about it first. Continue on, instead of wasting time. I wasted a lot of time thinking, I think. Okay, now this is our first small page. So see, these bigger pieces we could use on some of, well, not those because they're too big, but like some of these little small pieces. So we're not wasting. You know, a lot of people are. My daughter would love this because she loves these colors. Well, there's a pretty one. Let me use that on something bigger. Let's use, do we want that? Or do we want something, hold on. Let's use this one. Let's use this one. Should have used less envelopes or got another package of paper because this may take more paper than I thought it would. Of course, we do have the plain paper too that I can use. There's one. There's one. The other one. There. Hey, I found it. Didn't take forever either. And we used the rest of that on a different page. I don't really think this has an up or a down to it. Let me ink it real fast. I know you're probably telling me, ink, ink, ink. I do that when I'm watching somebody do a YouTube video. I talk to them. When they talk to me, I talk back to them. No, my husband probably thinks I'm nuts, but that's okay. Well, he knows I am. He knows I'm nuts. What am I talking about? Okay. Go over that. Oh, that was pretty too. That's the problem with double-sided paper. I love it because you got choices, but sometimes too many choices for me is not a good thing because then I take forever trying to make a choice. Okay. So And those of you that this is taking a long time, I really apologize, but I did have a request to do this from start to finish, so that's what we're going to do. Other than like the ink, and I'm sure they don't mind that I went ahead and done that. Okay, isn't that pretty? I think it's pretty. I think we were going to leave this one without a pocket. So we had some without a pocket. I have these. Stop that. Trying to dig the green and blue, or it's kind of a blue. It's blue, or is it gray? It's a grayish blue, I think. I think that'll look nice on there. And then that'll give you a page just to write on, and we can decorate a little at the bottom, but if I can find my bottom here, I'll cut this side off first. Or mark it, I mean, and then I can pull it out so I can see where the bottom is. Okay. I really hate making you guys listen to me cough on a video. I guess if I wait till I'm completely done coughing, I'll never get one done. Okay, that'll work. I just, for some reason, had a little tiny piece there that didn't come off. Might need a new blade. Alright, now we'll put this on. No, I didn't ink again. That's alright. We can do it after. Hope everybody's doing well. Y'all getting ready for New Year's. To ring in the new year. I think everybody's ready for a new year because this one has not been very good to us, has it? My husband told me the other day when I went to the grocery, and make sure I got some pork and sauerkraut because that's supposed to make your new year be better. So, I don't know how much I believe that, but I'll try anything. Hopefully to make this new year better. I can get under here, right along this edge. Didn't want to stick down. There we go. This is probably easier if you don't lay your papers down, because you could just use the whole full sheet across there. But it's easier for me to hold it still. Okay, now these pages I'm not going to cover because these are just going to be writing journal pages. Now I might put a little pocket on them, or a little tuck spot in the corner, something like that. But as far as covering the page, I'm not going to do that. All right, now we have these two little ones. So we have, oh, if that was just a hair bit bigger, that would have looked really cute on there. Look like a little pocket, wouldn't it? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cut it right there. I'm going to cut two of them. I think those are the same size. Oh, that one's a little longer. So we'll make this one a little longer. I'd rather have it too long than not long enough, so. Oh, I still need this because I'm going to put this down on here And then we're going to make a little pocket on it with this, because I don't want to waste that. It's too pretty. Okay. Do there and there. And we have a pocket over here on this side. Really trying not to start coughing. Okay. Now this has a little bit of lines on it from the envelope. I'm trying to decide if that bothers me or not. I don't think it does, because if we put that pocket on there, then I think it'll be all right. We'll have something in it, and we can always put a little butterfly or something on there, so that won't be a problem. Okay. I don't think it'll bother me after we get something on it. Whoops. Standings done for the website too, so people know where they're at on the contest we're having, the membership drive contest. Had quite a few come in after I did it last time, so who knows what it will be now. Okay, and then we're going to put this on as a little pocket. Don't like that white edge showing. And I didn't have to put that all the way down either. I could have just put it across the top really, but it slides in and out a little smoother this way. What am I doing on time? Not awful. Not awful. Okay. And now we do have a pocket on this side. So I am going to put a little thumb hole in there. Not a great big one. Sorry about the noise. Sometimes if it is awful thick, my punch has a little trouble because it's just old. It's very old. I know the feeling. It's like me. Oh, yeah, I think that will work in there. Make it long enough. Doesn't have to be awfully long, but a little long. Might need that for a different one. I think we're going to slide that right in there and glue it down. This is where your scraps come in handy, because you don't want to cut a whole piece of paper for a little tiny bit. Make sure it's down. There, see, that'll look nice. Put a little tag in there. Then we can put a little tag up there. I don't know if I can get this in there or not, but if I can, I'd like to make just a small thumb hole. Just a tiny one. Which this envelope is not down, so I guess I could have done the whole envelope at one time. I don't know if I can get this in there. Yeah, I can. I just want just the tiniest little thumb hole in that one. Just enough so the person who gets it will know that they can tuck something in there. Yeah, I like that. Okay. If I'd have put my thing in my pocket at the top, I could have cut them little lines off of there. But, you know, like I said, we'll put a little butterfly or something on there to cover that up. Probably won't bother most people, but it kind of bothers me. Okay, let's use this up here. There. And there. This is my Uniquelyrobin measurements. Okay, where's the other side? There it is. There it is. Okay. And this one has a pocket over there as well. I'm so sorry. I don't know what it is about this room. I've been downstairs all day. I haven't coughed at all. But come up here to do something. And of course, it wants to start in. Maybe it's because it's stuffy in here. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it's the devil just wants to hinder me today. We're going to have that at the top too. Sure, it sticks good there. Okay. Put our little finger pull in there. Or thumb pull, whatever you call them. I'm not even sure that's what they're called. Just sounded good. Okay. I think we have a little bit up here. Come on, I felt you. I felt you not wanting to stick. Now be a good boy and lay down there. There we go. Okay. Alright, so we have those. We do our back side. That's not quite wide enough. Not quite wide enough. Let's see what we got on here. This one might be cute with that little door on there. So let's do that. Where's my end? Right there. I'm going to cut the door off a little bit, but that's okay. Once we get it all decorated up, you won't know anyway. Here it's supposed to be really warm tomorrow. Like it, well, not really warm, but I think my husband said in the 50s. That'll be nice. They're going to go whittle. Keeps teasing my grandson and asking what he's going to whittle. Is he just going to whittle a point on a stick? I told him, don't go cutting anything off. Don't be cutting yourself. Take him home to his dad and he's done cut his finger off would not be good. I could have took that out and moved that piece all the way across there. I don't know what I was thinking, but you can do that. Take this out and just put one whole piece on there. It does make the spine a little bulkier though, if you do it that way. I did notice that. So, alright, we got that piece. And I think we'll just use that same paper. There's a window here. I think we'll use the window up here. Going to mark this. I'm going to trim the bottom off of this just a little bit so that I don't cut the top of the window off. Oh, that's pretty good roller. Right where it was. So let's do that first. Come over here. Make sure I'm even. Use that for something else. So I'm going to waste just a little piece of this. Not a whole lot, but a little piece. Little baby piece. It's the only thing I've thrown away so far. So we're doing pretty good. I still chopped the window off just a tiny bit, but that's okay. Not that bad. It's alright. Oh, that is smaller than I wanted it to be. What did I do? Measured all wrong. Well, we use this piece. How about that? Might be able to use that on one of the other envelopes, so I'll set it over here or a pocket. Maybe we'll cut the window out and put something in there. Never know what we might do. I don't know how I cut that wrong, but I sure did. Okay. Ink. I surely did. We don't normally celebrate New Year's too awful much. We used to go to my in-laws and watch the ball drop with them and play games until then and stuff, but Dad's passed and Mom's in the home and just doesn't seem the same, so we don't normally do anything. Sometimes we don't even stay up long enough to watch the ball drop. We're just getting old. We go to bed early. My husband gets up usually when on work days to go to work at like 3 in the morning, so we are used to those hours and we go to bed quite early. My sister called me one day and said, "What you doing?" And I said, "We just went to bed." And it was, I don't know, 8 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock. She goes, "Man, you guys are old. You act like old people." I said, "We are old people." Okay. I'm not really liking this here. I'm going to figure something out for that. I'm not really liking that. Where's the... I have a piece of that. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to bump you. Yeah, here. Here it is. This tile piece. So it'll kind of match this. And it doesn't have to go all the way up. Just to where the other one is. Make it look like it's supposed to be there. And I'm going to try to cut a sliver of this off. Sometimes if I catch it really quick and do it really quick, it works. Haha. Okay. Let's see. This piece is good, I think. Yeah, see, that'll look this more even here, like it's supposed to be there. And it'll cover that little bit that I should have evidently made my paper longer. I just dropped that too. Where to do with it? Oh, goodness. There you are. There it is. Oops. I'm getting all discombobulated. Okay. got the straight edge. Yeah, I do. Okay. I want it to stick good. There we are. Much better. Much better. And nobody will know but us. Shh. Don't tell nobody. Alright. So we got that. Now we're down to this one. Moving right along. We might get half of it done today. These are going to take a little while with all the different things there. And I need to trim this a little bit in that tie back so my envelope, couldn't think of what it's called, folds the way it's supposed to. Okay, there we go. Much better. Much better. Okay, now we're down to this one. Alright, let's see if we can find a different pattern. Get this out of my way for now. Or let's maybe put, no, I'm going to use the paper until I, well, let's try this one. This is kind of pretty. This one's pretty. Okay. And we want to mark it there and there. So we cut long ways first. We can cut another piece off for the other one. This one here. Behave yourself. Okay. And might be able to use that piece on the other side. I'm hoping. Yeah, that'll work. Anybody watch that show The Crown? I was watching that last night. It's not too bad. I like that kind of stuff, so. Okay, now I'm going to use this on the back side, but I'm going to use it on the other side of that envelope. So, if I can find it. Come here. There. There it is. I'm going to use this one on this one. Cut it. Here's the dog toy squeaking. Somebody's playing with the dog. No, that show The Crown, it's pretty good. I don't know how accurate it is, how historically accurate, but and it was showing some black and white footage on there, and I was wondering if it was like original footage or not. But I tried to look it up, but I was talking like a politician, you know, around in circles and not really saying anything. So I don't really know if it is or not. It would be kind of interesting to know that. If anybody out there does know, I would be interested in that. And if you covered your whole envelopes, like I said, if you have thinner paper especially, and you cover whole envelopes first, that is so much better. Oh, I got that. All kinds of crooked. Yeah, let's fix that. Let's fix that. That's what I get for gabbing instead of paying attention. I got all kind of crooked there. Can't leave that. Alright, let's try this again. See if I can get it straight this time. There. Much better. Gotta pay attention. Just gotta pay attention. I like the dark edges. Especially with this paper, it seems to work really well with the dark edges because the colors that are in the paper has a lot of that coloring in it. So, we got that down good. Okay. Okay. Now let's go back where we were. Alright. Sorry if I got my head in your way. Let's see which one we did. We did this one, so now let's do this side with this one. That'll look good. Okay. I was out last night taking the trash out, and I'll tell you what, it was cold. There was frost on the trash cans. My husband normally takes it out on Tuesday morning when he goes out to go to work, but since he's off this week for the holidays, I was afraid we would forget, and they come at like really early, 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, so I didn't want to miss them. Especially with all the Christmas stuff, so we had a lot of trash. Just a hair there. Okay. Okay, does this have a pocket anywhere? No, it does not. Okay. Alright, so that doesn't have a pocket, so we don't have to worry about that. And we can always add pockets to these just, you know, by putting a piece on there. Contrasting piece would be really pretty on there. Or you could put a little belly band to to stick stuff under. That's not long enough or wide enough, but you know what I mean. Here's one. See, like that. Just stick something under. We could do that. We could put a pocket down here. We could put a pocket across here. You could put a triangular pocket, just a little tuck spot in the corner. Whatever you want. But our journal's going to have plenty of pockets, I do believe. Okay, now we're down to this one. I was wondering about this envelope earlier because it's black, so it doesn't have the outside edge that the other one does. And I can see that I put it on upside down, and we don't really want a pocket in the bottom. So we will start by gluing this closed. Okay, problem fixed. Now, do we want a pocket? Do we want a side pocket? Do we want a top pocket? What do we want to do with this one? Let's see, our last pockets went which way? Our last pockets went out this way, or that way. So I think maybe we'll do this one at the top. I'm actually thinking about maybe just cutting a slice in it here, and glue this top part down, and have the pocket in the middle, which I could do. We'll just put it in the top. How about that? So we're just going to, or we don't have to put a pocket, but I want one right here, so. All right. So now we have a pocket. All right. Open up here. Say open wide. All right. This one, I think, since it is so dark on the edges, I think I'm going to use this paper, and I'm going to take it all the way up to the top. I'm pretty sure that'll work out. Okay, and all the way to the edge. And I don't really mind if it shows being so dark, but I don't want like a whole lot of it to show. I think that'll look kind of funky. Okay, that'll work. I almost forgot to ink it again. Not really gonna do me any good to ink the inside or how to glue it now, is it? Because this is going to be a big contrast if you see any of the envelope, because it is black. In retrospect, I probably would not have used that black one, but oh well, it'll be all right. It'll be fine. Okay, come on. Get my sugar bell bottles out. I need to get me some caps for them. I didn't realize they didn't come with caps. They're so much easier to squeeze with my hands than that one. Okay. Make sure we get to the edges. Do it this way so that get up there. Okay. Sometimes you just gotta tell it what to do. Okay. All right, now we need to put our finger hole back in, our thumb hole back in there. If I can do it this way, let's do it this way. I can get it. Straight. Aha! There we go. Now, we have a lot of writing paper, and this is kind of plain, so I'm thinking I know that's a dangerous thing, isn't it? When I think. We have some of these that came with it, and we have some larger ones. That one's too big. But I have these. And I think one of those would look cute on there, and then we'd have a pocket there too. What do you think? Trying to find one that kind of matches a little more. Of course, they're all, I like that one with the little butterfly in it. Let's use that one. There's a little butterfly in the corner there. We use him. Okay. Make sure the butterfly is up the right direction. Oh, it has a big butterfly on the back. Do we like that better or that better? I think the big butterfly. So I inked the wrong side. Of course I did. They give me too many choices. I can't help it. Alright. Oh, guess I'm done inking. There went my ink blotter. I think we're about done for today anyway. We'll pick up tomorrow. Okay. I want to put it up here a little bit. I wanted to put a pool in there. I don't always put the pools in, but I really like them. I don't know why, they're aesthetically pleasing to me. And if you push in on the top corners, it makes your pocket a little more roomy. I try to do that on some of them. Not all of them, but some of them. Makes you have a little bit, just a little roomier pocket. I think we're going to put something up here, and then we'll call it a day. Measure this out. Right there. I think I'm going to use this back side though. But I need to see my line. Seriously? Seriously? Goodness. Guess we need to make it a little darker. Now I can seize it. Okay. I'm going to have to cut it just a hair bit smaller than that because I have to account for where my glue is. Another tiny piece I threw away. Because when you glue, not my glue, my fold. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work, but we don't need it that long. We can use another one somewhere else, so we'll just cut it that way. Well, guess I'll use this. And the top piece I do need ink before I glue it down. Everything falls off the back of my desk. I need to get my husband to make me a little piece to come up from it. Because it's not very wide is the problem. Oh, come on, get in there. Get in there where you belong. That actually matches pretty good. Okay. A little piece of this envelope right here that wants to come up on me, and I'm gonna fix it. There we go. Let's see if I can get in there with this. There we go. think we'll call it a day today. Don't want to make this like 2 hours for you. And we will pick up there tomorrow. Glue on for there. Okay. And we will pick up there tomorrow. But our little book is getting there. It's going to be so cute when it's all done. Let's get back in there. Get it all sewed together. I think when we sew the spine in, I don't really like the strings showing. A lot of people do, so I do make some that way, but I think we're going to cover the string up with some lace. But that's not today. So, show the ladies down below some love. Send your friends over to see us. I would appreciate that very, very much. If you'd like, subscribe and share my channel. I really would appreciate it a whole lot. I'm trying to get to 500 by the end of January. So we'll see what we can do there. Stay safe out there, guys. Have a wonderful New Year's. And hopefully it's much, much better than the last one. Last 3 in my life, but the last one especially. With all the stuff that has been going on, it's just crazy. But God bless. Bye-bye.